All right. So I think we're all here. We're accounted for. We can get started. Pete, do you need a few more minutes? Or are you good?
No, I'm good.
Okay. All right. Just a quick little recap. After coming across the remains of a brouhaha and helping to slay an ice troll, you met a mysterious woman named Ashala in the woods, who gave you a little bit more information about this wise woman of the wood who her party was also looking for their own reasons. And you decided to take her up on her offer of aid. She transferred over some of her various supplies and goods to your company into the Doom Sled, and you made off following the lead of your intrepid tracker, Halfling and Goliath scouts. You came across a bit of a knoll where you found a small, white-skinned, very frail-looking woman in front of a kind of a ramshackle makeshift hut. You spoke with her at length about possibly helping you with your various requests, removing of a cursed disease, and some other wishes, shall we say, that you wanted granted. Offering her some of your hard-won booty and magical implements. She entertained the idea of helping, but demanded from you a service before she would do anything. So she told you of her difficulty being forced out of her home by someone. She didn't quite go into a lot of detail about who that person was or what the circumstances were, other than someone who had was supposed to be doing her service and instead had driven her from her home and was now squatting there. She definitely implied that she would need access to her home and her implements to be able to affect any kind of service for you. So you agreed to set off with a last-minute admonishment about being careful of her pets, and deciding how best to go about it. You decided to come in from the southwest of her home, and with some careful scouting, I discovered that there was a band of humanoid creatures that had taken up residence in what appeared to be formerly some kind of animal or goat pen or pig pen or some kind. Remind me, did you guys actually identify what those were?
Yes. Orcs.
Okay. Could not recall. Sorry, but yes. So realizing that they were orcs, you very stealthily and quietly were able to make it around without alerting them, and found yourself up to the banks of a frozen lake/pond, where Brendan, using his arcane abilities, began to fly over the lake in an attempt to scout. As you do so, the rest of you kind of crept up and began to try to stealthily cross this frozen lake, when you did not proceed as stealthily as perhaps you wish you had. some noise was made, and in the distance you heard a howl. And that's where we picked it up, left it off.
Hey, Mick.
Yes?
2 things. One, can you please turn off that bee thing because it's really annoying?
Well, it keeps sending a notification every time it changes songs or something.
And
No
and
problem.
2, you're like cutting out really bad.
I think the bot is messing with how people can cut in and out, like sound wise. I think.
Yeah, I should have cut that out before. Sorry, I turned it way down and I forgot it was even running.
Mm-hmm.
All right, hang on.
Yeah, it just keeps popping up like constantly going beep beep bloop 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 bloop.
There we go.
I don't know if that was eating up your upstream bandwidth too, because you were like cutting in and out a whole bunch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm sure it didn't help.
Yeah. Well, you sound a lot better instantly, so.
Yeah.
Apologies for that.
All good.
No problem.
I mean, no, not acceptable.
Unacceptable. Oh, this is that map that like hates us.
Yep.
The like big map that takes a long time.
Yeah, it takes a
My
while,
favorite.
so just be patient. And believe me,
I am not
I
patient.
went on there and
I
put
am so impatient.
all the trees in there today. So believe you me,
Nice.
Oh,
it's a big map. So many fucking trees. All right, so as you're out there, you hear in the distance a distant howl.
Not great.
I still don't see the map. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm waiting for mine too. Don't worry. Wait, I see something.
Oh.
Yeah, I just moved you off so that it forced you to look where part of the map
Cool.
where you guys are. Give it a sec. I'm gonna bring up something myself.
Cool. Okay, I remember this.
Oh yeah, 'cause you're trying to go to like the middle of the lake, right?
I honestly remember this going way better than I expected it to go.
You say that now, but like
Well,
you haven't made it to the center of the lake
Any
yet.
plan
We got
that
this far.
involves stealth is not going to go over so great with your 2 clunky people back here.
yeah, but I
Every
mean,
plan that ever involves stealth just never goes the way you want.
we're getting this guy and we're dipping, so we're not sticking around too long.
We're gonna be like the CIA in like Latin American countries.
CIA in most countries, yeah.
We go in there, take them out, and then leave everything to collapse upon
See
itself.
Iran in mid 1950s.
Yeah.
Okay, that is not in Latin America.
True. Very true.
Let me know when you guys are seeing it sufficiently well.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
no, I
pretty good.
see it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
wrote it up in a circle.
I see it. 1,000,000%.
That's disappointing.
Yeah, there's a bit of a drag on my end. I'm assuming because the map is large. So I guess in between turns, just gotta be patient so people can see their pieces moving around and stuff.
Yeah, it is a large map, but it's also awesome.
Yeah. I'm
It's
just giving
always-
everybody a heads up that it was lagging for me last week, and today it still is. Like when I try to move my piece, it takes
it's
2 seconds.
It's definitely because of the size of the map, and I try not to do this, but
Oh, biggie.
in this one,
We'll
it's a good
adapt.
one.
Yeah.
All right, so in the distance, you hear kind of wafting over on the wind.
All right. I'm guessing we're gonna keep going.
Yep. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm going to try to like just belly slide.
All right, so to remind you all, moving across the ice is difficult terrain for everybody except for Filbert.
Oh, is my flight
And yours
dissipated?
and you because you're still flying, yeah? That you get an hour of flight?
Yes,
So, yeah. And it's just a concentration spell though, right?
correct.
Okay.
Can I roll athletics to see if I can slide across the icy on my belly?
You could certainly try.
Yes.
It's gonna be loud.
It's already loud.
She's the one that already alerted the whatever howled.
Yeah, so like, well,
Okay.
I'm gonna be hiding in those trees if that's what she's doing.
Yeah,
16.
Yeah. I'm gonna be flying.
I'm gonna be like right
I'm-
here.
I'm going to be like tepidishly like stepping like a newborn deer, trying to not crack the ice.
Give a quick perception, Ashala.
Alright. Oh wait, no, I said I would use this
The
thing.
thing.
Hold on. Let me pull it up. Sorry. Wasn't prepared. Did perception?
Yeah. Okay. As you're out on, you're stepping out into the ice. You know, you're a little bit leery of cold water and falling through anything. So you give a good, stare at it. And it is a little bit hard. And I forgot all these perceptions, guys. Even those of you, are you? Let me ask you this before I say that. Thea, you still have your light spell up, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't see.
All right. So your proximity. What's that light spell? It's 30 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I dropped it when we were.
Yeah, I think it's 30-30.
Okay. So,
Wait, no. Hold on. John just reminded me. I dropped it when we were in the woods because we were hiding.
Mm.
And the sun started to come up a little bit, so I guess it was low light, so I wouldn't have needed it.
Right. Yeah. The sun was rising the whole
Yeah.
time. I remember that.
Yes.
So that's a negative. I do not have it. Which is probably why I slammed crafts on the ice in the fucking first place.
And why we were booking it to the center of the lake anyway, because the
Yeah,
storm
we were
would
like,
see
oh,
us
shit.
anyway. Yeah.
They're gonna see us when the sun
Right.
comes up.
That's
so.
right.
Correct.
So
All
we're-
right. So we got
we're
the
up.
mindset now.
we're up. Thank you for the reminder, guys. I'm
What?
sorry that I didn't write that down.
Good.
But I do
You're
remember
you're
that
cutting
now.
in and out, Mickey.
You're cutting out like real bad.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out just as bad. So you might want to try disconnecting and reconnecting to the server with
Okay.
everything.
Okay.
Normally.
So, yes. So it's the light is starting to come up.
Hold on, we have.
Currently, there is just a very bit of a light wind. Not any kind of gale, heavy wind, but that omnipresent kind of blow that kind of you can hear in the trees. But your worry about the ice, Ashala, you look down and you can see that there's no, at least as far as you can see, nothing fluid underneath it. Whatever this water was here, as far as you can perceive down from where you are, it is solid ice down at least 5-6 feet.
Oh, so this ice ain't breaking.
Oh yeah.
So I did roll my athletics.
Yeah,
So Thea wants to take her her shield, and then like stick it under her chest, and then try to like kick off the bank, and just go towards the middle.
okay. You certainly can do that. You're able to kind of propel yourself along. It is just as slow as walking on the ice. Unfortunately, you don't gain any kind of speed from doing that. only because it's it's level, and you're not getting a lot of slide on a kind of a rough-hewn shaped shield. But maybe you get a little bit more. Go ahead and let's see how loud it is. Could be pretty loud.
Whoa.
And Mick, while everyone's trying to get across,
It's not that
I'm
loud.
like I'm standing like right here, peeking out from behind this tree, watching this guy up here on the tower. See if he notices.
Yeah, didn't Filbert have a bead on that guy?
I don't think so.
I could have sworn you guys talked about that because you had spotted this guy. Can you?
That was
Well, I
while
don't
you
think-
guys
no,
were
I don't think
moving. Yeah,
he
that was
can
while
see-
you were
he
moving
doesn't have-
away.
Yeah, I don't think Filbert can see him because he doesn't have the distance I do.
No, that's right.
Yeah, no, it's 60 ends right about here.
Right.
He
And I'm
hasn't
just kind of hovering. I'm kind of
Yeah.
hovering and watching.
Just slowly trying to slide out.
Go ahead and give
And
a
not trip and
stealth
fall.
for me, Kaz, just to see how well you're staying hidden behind that
Okay.
tree. And I'd say because of the tree positioning in you can go ahead and do it at advantage.
Ooh, me too then? Because I
Which
just
would be
rolled
normal
straight.
then.
Yeah, yours would be more for the sound.
4.
But you got advantage,
Alright.
Kaz.
Well,
You got advantage. You're luckily I told you can have advantage.
Five.
And it's still a 16 for me, Mickey.
Yeah. The halfling who fell on his face was silent. Kaz takes one step and he starts to hear this crackling sound, so he stops and he takes a step back, and as he does, he kicks over a big old rock that tumbles down onto the ice and slides a little bit. I would say that Kaz, you can kind of hear, a quick little, something over the wind from that direction. Looking out, you see him kind of look in your direction, but then kind of lose interest. He doesn't seem to notice or raise any kind of alarm, and begins to kind of watch back off more down into what's going on in his own camp.
Well, I'm just gonna keep an eye on him until everyone gets past me.
Okay.
How far did I make it with my toboggan?
Well, like I said, you're gonna be, so if we do this out, as you go to do that, you make it out, half your movement. So if you'd make it 3 squares per round. But Brendan, as she starts to move out, and after you hear the howl, you immediately notice on the house, kind of a door opening and light spilling out a little bit. And you see what looks to be
That motherfucker.
I think you can see that, yeah?
Mm-hmm. I believe so. Hold on. I can see a little bit. I can see the light coming out.
Yeah, you see the light
Right.
coming out, and I think you probably would hear some movement.
Okay.
Let me just double check real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you make out a little bit of kind of the sound of like a door opening. You see this light coming out, and you can hear what sounds like very small, light footsteps on kind of like gravel or loose snow.
Okay. So I have an idea, and I'm gonna go for it. So, can I fly? You see him poking out, right? He's basically poking out his head out the door.
If you can see that, which I'm just trying to decide if you can.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I need to do to know. I need to know if I know it or not to activate what I want to do.
Yeah, you can. You'll say
Okay,
that
I know
this figure's come out far enough, and it looks to be just a kind of the size of a child.
The size of a child. Okay. All right. I'm gonna fly up at my 60 feet flight speed, and I'm gonna try to hug close to the rock as I ascend. And try to do it as silently as I can, obviously. And somehow my vision is really impaired here. Hold on.
It's because you're behind a tree.
Yeah, I just want to see what's in front of me so I can decide what to do.
Yeah,
and so I fly. So I fly up. And I fly, and I'm gonna see what I see as I descend. So I'm trying to descend onto the ground, and I'm just trying to first see what I see as I look down.
Okay.
Like this person.
As you're coming down, certainly as soon as you cleared that tree and looking down, you see what looks to be some kind of a child. You would guess, just passively by looking at it, some kind of human. By its size, it's hard to tell. You can't tell if it's male or female. It's kind of got a moppy, kind of indiscriminate length, mouse brown hair. Wearing what could only be described as a kind of a shirt like smock that's way too big for it. It just kind of it comes out, and it seems to be looking left and right and just kind of trying to look around. You see light coming out of now an open door. In front of it, this cottage that you've come up to, you see it a little bit better now that you're up close. The cottage is, while in not disrepair, it is not new by any stretch of the imagination. It is almost haphazard in its design. It doesn't exactly have the most right of angles. The roof line seems to be kind of drooping and sloped, but solid. You see strewn about a whole variety of different things. There are 2 scarecrows that are set up randomly in the front. You don't know if they're there to actually scare away crows or if they are like some kind of training dummy. Perhaps it looks like it could be either way. You see a wood pile with an axe. Now that the door's open, and even from the light that's coming through this little partially closed, shuttered window, you see a table with what appears to be some kind of butchering had been done on it. There is a hatchet, and one end of the table seems to be covered in blood and some kind of remnants of entrails are in a bucket on the ground.
Okay. So as I'm descending, I'm going to take my book out and casting through my spell book, I'm going to cast Charm Person on this humanoid here when I'm within 30 feet of him through the book.
All right, roll for initiative then. As that is, go ahead and we'll say we'll give you. Well, no, roll for initiative. Roll for initiative.
Because I'm not trying to engage him in combat or anything. But
casting a spell on somebody though kind of is, and you'd have to take out the book and start to do it as you're coming down. So it would be pretty obvious that you were doing something like that if they saw you.
But it's an action to cast it. It's like 6 seconds, and I would be trying to do it as I'm like coming down without him seeing me. And I'm not trying to engage him in combat because if I cast this,
good point.
If I cast a spell with Charm Person and it initiates combat and triggers combat, it reads, you attempt to charm a humanoid, must make wisdom saving throw. It does so with advantage if you and your companions are fighting it, which I'm trying to avoid, right?
I see.
Deliberately by doing this.
No worries. I got you now. Yep. All right. And it's a wisdom
saving throw with disadvantage because I'm casting it through my book. I have Heartweaver's primer, so it is a charm spell effect through the book. So he has disadvantage.
Okay. Alrighty. Oh, you guys didn't see that. It was a crit fail.
Ah.
I guess it worked.
So I'll cast it as I land, whoop, 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 and land on the ground.
Okay.
And I'll approach like very casually but calmly and be like, "Hey there, who's in charge here? Who lives here?"
The turtleback lady lives here, but she's not here now.
Ooh, why isn't she here now? Did you get rid of her?
Sorta. Yeah, we got rid of her.
Nice. You and who? Did you do it all by yourself? You said we, so it must be others.
Yeah, she's inside, and we have some friends over there.
What?
Who are you? You seem really like I should know you.
Yeah, I feel like we just had met the other day. Were you at that little get together west of here? It doesn't really matter. Who's she?
Oh, inside?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know her name. But I brought her here to help me, and she did.
Is she old or is she young like you?
She's older. She's pretty young. Come on in, I'll show you.
Okay. I'll be right behind. Give me 2 seconds. I think I dropped something back there. Could you wait right here, please?
Oh, okay.
Thanks. 2 seconds. I'll be right back. And I'm gonna dart to the wall and motion like this to the group to try to get their attention, to silently motion them as I walk behind this tree.
Okay.
Motion them.
All right. Give, I guess, do a stealth with advantage since you're breaking line of sight and you just don't want him to see you.
Correct.
Okay. I would give you advantage on that. You just gotta beat, if you don't want him to see, you gotta beat his passive perception.
That's fine. 2 13s.
Okay.
Probably not better.
Hey friend, what you doing?
Sorry. I have this crick in my shoulder. Ugh. It's the worst. Oh, there it is.
Roll deception.
There it is.
The elf with a crick.
That's right. So he's charmed, so I get advantage. Because it's a charisma check.
You sure do.
That's an unnatural 20.
Man, that must hurt.
Oh, you wouldn't believe. It's from the party the other day. I was trying to do one of those barrel stands, and just fell over. So then I'm gonna walk away back towards him, and I'm hopefully gonna. Do they notice me? Did I notice that they noticed me doing that before the guy noticed me? I guess I wouldn't know because I'm turning around. But
yeah, you wouldn't know. Go ahead and see. Thea, you're on the thing. Can you see anybody else see that far other than Kaz? I think only Kaz could, and he's kind of obscured.
I see the light coming out from the house. I don't see where Brendan is.
And I'm not even looking that direction anyways. I'm watching that orc in the tower.
I mean, that's where I was moving.
I'm pretty much just watching the ice, making sure that I don't bust myself. So, not really paying attention.
That way. So, literally my path.
All right, so your one hope that someone saw you is Winzira. God help you. God help you.
I have ideas.
And let's see if she does. Son of a bitch, she does. Because she has 60 feet. And with that, she's not at disadvantage.
And her and I get along great.
Are
anyway.
literally at 60 feet. So, now let's take. I got to do one thing, though.
Sure.
We have to do an intelligence check on Winzira to see if she understands what the hell you're trying to say.
Okay, that's fine.
Or even cares to relay that.
So either the elf has got a crick in his neck, or he's saying it's all clear and to come on up. I don't know. I'm getting hungry. She has a 6 intelligence, by the way.
That's fair. That's totally fair.
So actually, a 9 actually is a pretty good roll for her. It might not
that's
meet
a
the
really good
DC,
roll. Oh, yeah.
but it's a good roll for her. So you kind of got to work with that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, normally
Totally.
she'd have just been like,
Exactly.
Waving his arms around. He's gonna get everybody's attention.
So what do you guys?
So Winzira kind of says that to you, Thea, and
Okay.
and then she says that Philbert, you're everybody's close enough to hear her, to hear her say this.
Well, I am continuing to.
And I will start heading that way.
And I'll continue to watch until everybody gets past me.
I will follow with my arms out, trying to balance myself on the ice.
You know when I can move again.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, go ahead. Take another set of movement in the time.
Map hates me.
Took me a while to do my stuff too. I'm on gigabit speed internet.
All right, so Filbert, as you are making it across the ice,
That hide would have been when I got there, not as I was moving across, obviously. So
yeah, and you're not. There was nothing out in the ice to hide about.
Yeah.
And since he's looking out in that direction, he's definitely going to see you.
Okay.
So you guys about halfway across before he saw you. So probably about to there.
Okay. I mean, I would have kept moving.
No, I know. I'm just. setting this in motion here a little bit.
Gotcha. And I would try to use, if those are trees, some sort of cover.
Oh, how do I do this with him being charmed? Damn it. I knew I shouldn't have given you that fucking book.
You shouldn't have. Enchantment, wizard with Heartweaver's primer. Pretty good. I haven't used it, have my full potential yet. That's coming.
No, I know.
It's coming.
Let me just look at something real quick. Can't attract the timer attacker with harmful abilities. Has managed on anybody socially with the creature, right? All right, so. Careful, friend. Looks like we have unwanted guests.
No, where? The brigands.
He points out over the ice and then kind of runs back into the house.
Okay, I'll run in with him.
All right. At that point, before he rolls back in, I guess let's just do everybody roll for initiative at that point. Let's just do initiative. This is too difficult to do out of.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Clicking the character first.
Nice. Roll down thing.
Ooh, I actually got a decent, an okay initiative this time. I might not be dead last.
Here we go.
Right.
19.14.
No, I'm gonna be dead last still.
Yep.
Pretty good.
Apparently, the app does not do shit for.
Yeah, it didn't put me in the initiative. But I did roll initiative.
Yeah. So there's no way to do your character.
Yeah, select your token.
What did you get?
I got a 15.
Yeah, don't move yet, Bryn.
Oh, sorry. Because I was assuming that I was with him when I was talking to him, that him and I wouldn't be separate. But if that's true, then
Yeah, you
I'll
were
stay
still
with him.
over here when he saw them, so.
No problem. I won't move.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a 15. So I
You
guess
gotta
I'll
fly
roll
up, so it's all good.
from now on.
15. Cool.
Yep.
All right, actually, it doesn't matter. You've got, it's your initiative round.
Fantastic. So I'm just gonna run up to the door here. But I still have fly speed, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So instead of run for movement, I'm just gonna kind of appear, give the appearance of running, and just kind of fly along ground. Running with style, they call it in Toy Story, I think. And
Falling with style.
well, I'm flying, so I guess I wanted it to be running with style, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm actually flying. But anyway, I'm gonna fly right up to the door along with him, and I'm like, all right, we'll run in. Like excited and still maintaining in character. Like, come on, let's go. And I'll fly up to the door and poke my head inside to see what I see before I like burst through.
All right, door's over here.
Okay, so they're gonna go over here instead. Sorry. All right, let me change my map here. Sorry.
Yeah, as you look inside, you can make out a couple of things. Immediate impressions. Wood floor, mix of stone and plaster walls. There is shit everywhere. There are shelves and boxes, crates. There is an old bearskin on a floor with a single chair, stuffed chair, in front of a fire, with a couple tables around that. You see beyond a kind of a a workbench-like table. You see a doorway going off into another room here, and possibly something there. But this one is wide open without any kind of other door. And you see a light source coming out from behind there. And you can sort of see an opening briefly in this wall here.
All right, so I'm going to hover and like fly in. So I've used 25 feet of movement to get to the door.
Uh-huh.
So I should have like 35 left.
Yep.
60 feet. So 5, 10 to move into the room. Does anything I see or notice change as I move into the room more proper or no?
Like this, you mean? Yeah. You see another, kind of, like I said, you see this open room over here. As you kind of briefly fly past it, the opening, you can kind of see, looks like something, another rug on the floor, maybe another fur on the floor of some kind, and some kind of maybe bed. Just looks like a big pile of kind of blankets or furs or whatnot that could be used as a bed. You do see more stuff in the back corner. You see all of these walls are just lined completely with shelves that are just packed with all kinds of weird little vials, strange little things. In a heartbeat as you're flying past, you don't get a whole great sense out of it.
So
I will say that on the map, the one thing to ignore is these blue things.
You got it. I'm ignoring the blue things.
Ignore the blue things; those aren't actually there.
Blue things are not there, and I'm ignoring them.
Yep.
So I have an idea, and I will have to ask you as a DM first. Can I hold an action and trigger that held action to cast the spell?
You absolutely can. You prepare the spell up until the very final syllable, and you hold that, and as your reaction, you use it. However, you have to declare the spell, and if you don't use it, your trigger doesn't happen, you still lose the slot.
Oh, interesting. Okay. All right, so let me look at my spell list one more time.
That's actually raw. That's actually the way it's written. Rules is written.
For sure. It makes total sense. So let me just look at one thing about my spell list, and then I'll decide if I should commit to that or not.
It's that risk-reward shit, man.
Yeah.
Totally.
I mean, cantrips are fine, but
Yeah.
I mean, if you're trying something leveled, yeah.
So I'm going to, on my turn, essentially as a free action, yell, hearken, I bring bad tidings, cursed tidings, and I'm going to yell it with vibrato and mellophone to echo into the house. And I'm going to hold an action to cast suggestion when the girl he described to me appears.
Okay.
Through the book as well.
Cool.
I have my book open, ready to cast it.
That's a first level spell, right?
It is a second level spell, suggestion.
Oh, man.
Oh, he's going for it.
We're pot committed, so the plan is going into action.
Cool. All right. You don't have to tell me what the suggestion is until it happens.
Correct.
Awesome. All right. So is that where you want to finish? You still have a little bit more movement to fly around a little bit more if you want.
Yeah, I will fly around just to see things. I have about 20 to 25 feet left, so let's just say I kind of I'll fly to this location right here to see what's through this doorway, if I could see anything.
All right. I don't see you pinging. Okay. Yeah, so you actually do see inside there. You can now, as you do, you see through these, it almost looks like kind of a grate. The door is almost like a grate. And you can see inside there is a kind of a figure lying on a cot that you can see. Looks to be a girl, probably teenage years.
Okay.
So as you see her, you trigger your
Yeah.
suggestion spell. And what's your suggestion?
I bring cursed news. The land and home you currently occupy has an ancient curse upon it. You must pack your things and bring your loved ones and vacate this place and move and grab your fastest horse east. Ride east as fast as you can, as safe as you can, a path, but as fast as you can. East. Pack your things and leave. Cast with through the book.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's disadvantage, right?
Yep.
You didn't say, I suggest that you do that. So the spell
It's like
fails
Jeopardy.
automatically.
Spell
Yeah, it's like
fails.
Jeopardy.
I
yeah.
suggest.
And you have to drink twice. Yeah, she fails. So you kind of see her kind of get up on her elbow and just kind of leverages herself up, and she goes, no. And she can see her trying to rise, but that's all that happens. All right. That brings up Winzira. There just better be some better food over there. Come on, Badger. That's my Winzira, for good or for ill. Oh, what happened? Hang on, I just kicked myself out of the game. Apparently holding down Alt and the left key on the arrow key in Firefox is the same as hitting the back button.
Oh.
Did not know that. I know it now. Sorry. All right, so much for doing it that way. 1, 2, 3.
People still use Firefox that don't use Linux?
Yep. With the VTT enhancement suite, I use it because it runs so much smoother than. Let's
Chrome
see.
choose your CPU anyway.
Can a Badger do the dash action? We're gonna say it can.
Yeah, Badger knows when it wants to run fast or not, definitely.
Yeah. So when Zira tells it to dash, she's going to hold her action. And if she sees something that is a threat, she's going to cast Vicious Mockery, I believe. Yes, she will Vicious Mock whomever. Looks like they deserve it. All right, Filbert.
All right, so is this like an actual rock face that I'm looking up at over here?
Yes. So you will have to ascend about 10 feet upwards.
All right, so that would take me 20 feet for difficult terrain to climb, or athletics check, or...
No, just it would just be difficult to climb up.
All right, so...
You got the boots of the winter, which take out all of the ice issues, but you still got to
But
scramble. You
not
still got
a
to
rock
climb
face,
up.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, totally understandable. I just didn't know mechanically how you handled it.
Yeah.
So
it would be a
5,
lot harder if you didn't have those adjective boots.
All right, so I'm going to...
I miss jungles, man. I miss having you guys just in fucking jungles and woods and deserts and the year,
Rock,
the
ice.
year of ice
Desert
and
is no
snow is
fun.
starting to wear on me, man.
Rock, ice, snow. Rock, ice, snow.
All right, so my first 25 will get me to there.
Yep.
And then I will dash 5, 10, 15. And I will bonus action hide
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
there and wait for the rest of the group to get up to us.
Okay.
Inside the woodpile.
All right. Okay, Okay, Thea, on your shield sled.
What, that's what that is, right? The wood pile?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I'm gonna keep going, and I'm gonna do double move, so I get to move 30.
You do, and you also don't have to roll your any kind of check to see if you fall on the ice. So well done.
Nice.
Sweet.
So 30 will get you. Yep, very good.
Sorry, it's just I can only move it so fast with the map, so.
It's all good. All right, Ashala.
All right.
Kaz,
So
you're on deck.
she is going to pull her shield out and kind of like put it up like this because she's still super nervous about tripping on the ice. You know, ice not super fun. And she's just gonna advance 15 feet. Yeah, it's my turn.
Roll for me a acrobatics check.
Alrighty.
So you can use your action to dash, by the way, to get another 15 feet.
Mine?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if I could do that. Or yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But first roll the acrobatics.
Oh, okay. I didn't
Nope.
do that.
It's
Oh,
slippery.
okay, good.
And you almost go down, but you catch yourself and you're able to move. So yeah, so you can use your 15. You got 15 feet of movement, right? Because it's halved. So you still have your action, right? So you can now dash and get another
Yeah.
15.
Well, I
Okay.
moved up 15 feet already, so that.
Yep. So
Yeah.
you're perfect.
All right, cool.
Cool. All right, Kaz.
Alright, I'm going to come across here. Then that puts me at here. And then it's dash to there.
Nice.
All right. Yeah, I did try to say that I was running inside and he should come with me when I ran past him. I did try to say that.
You
I
did.
hope. Okay.
All right. So he comes in. And he closes the door behind him. Oops.
And I look like I've delivered devastating news. I have a face of grief and bad tidings. Very somber expression.
Yeah. He closes the door, and you can clearly hear a clack, a clack. And one moment he is the little boy standing there, and the next, his body begins to change. The outlines begin to stretch. Now, you guys can't see any of this, so, I mean, I should be whispering it to Brendan, but I can't because it's on the table. So,
Holy shit.
Spring what? Wasn't listening to anything.
as he closes the door, he grabs and he pulls this staff, it looks like, with a kind of a cloth top on it that's about, pretty small. It's, it's almost only as tall as he is. And as he begins to stretch and grow, and this staff kind of grows, and you hear a ripping sound as the cloth that was over the top of it, as whatever's inside continues to grow and rips and tears through, and this blade kind of now is showing through, and you can see he's carrying now this glaive the same size as he is, probably a good 9.5 feet tall. As he turns around and he goes, "Don't worry, friend. We'll take these brigands by surprise." At which point he moves into this room here. But does not, he still thinks you're his buddy.
Okay. I'm curious who I convinced and cast suggestion on then, because I thought I cast it on the older of two siblings, but clearly not.
Don't worry, Mick. I wasn't paying attention to any of that. I was too busy stone painting minis.
Oh, hang on. I gotta say. All right.
I think he had like some kind of back surgery or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had absolutely no idea. I didn't want to get into it.
Well, it's good. I'm glad his son's doing better.
All right, Brendan.
That's about all I can say about that.
So you see this now mostly naked, kind of large, blue-skinned, orange hair, tossle-topped hair, almost orange and green kind of hair, with horns coming up out of its head. Stalk off into the other room.
So is it my turn after all that happens?
Yeah.
Okay, how appropriate. Okay. So for a free action in a hushed tone, I'm going to approach calmly the girl and the grape.
Yep.
And I'm going to, in a hushed tone, say, "Do you change like he can?"
Okay.
Does she respond at all?
No.
Okay. Okay. So then I say, keep packing your things. I'll be right back.
Okay. So I will give you this for just on your passive, right?
Right.
She still is struggling even to get out of the bed. Since you told her that, she has gotten kind of up into a sitting position.
Okay.
And you can see that she is emaciated.
Oh shit!
Like, you know, she's basically a bag of skin and bones.
Okay.
Also wearing some kind of, what used to be probably was a dress. Now it looks like it's just a collection of tattered dirty rags hanging off of her.
Okay. So I am gonna be like, I say those things. I'll be right back. And walk 5, 10, 15, right next to my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
And out of, hopefully, eyesight of her, and in a hushed tone, so as to not have her hear, I'm going to drop the suggestion concentration and calmly open a book as if I'm going to read something, and then cast suggestion on my charmed individual right in front of me.
Okay.
And I am going to mimic exactly in the same words and tone of the first suggestion about the location that he currently occupies, being accursed, an ancient curse that I'm informing him of now, that I'm trying to warn him he must pack his things and grab his swiftest horse and ride east in the same tone and in the same way as the first, but in a hushed voice so as not to be overheard as much as possible so that he can hear it directly.
Okay.
So I'll burn those slots, obviously.
Okay, so you're doing it through the book.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so...
And he's charmed against me, too.
Right, so that's... Okay, so... I'm trying to remember how this works. So as you go to cast it, and you're used to the way that the weave should snap in, right? Especially when you're casting from your book.
Sure.
And the just how easily the weave snaps together on the far end. You're sensitive enough to realize that as it goes to hit, there's some kind of resistance that is there that normally, could disrupt it, but you still feel it starting to go, but there was definitely some resistance. So out of character and out of thing, just help me on this mechanically, guys.
Sure.
I guess I forget now. So we've got advantage because of the book, advantage because of the
charm effect.
the charm, but advantages don't stack against his magical resistance for some reason. So it's just a straight roll then, right? Because the charms don't stack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just that nothing can have really a stacked effect. Almost anything can have a stacked effect in D&D ever.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't think it was like a back and forth thing. Okay.
It's like an NFL penalty. It's a foul on both teams, so it negates everything.
Okay.
Even though there were two on.
So it's just a straight wisdom
A wisdom
saving throw.
Yes.
Now, is the charmed person is not concentration, is it?
It's not. I made sure to double check that before I comboed this.
And just before I roll, because I don't have a charmed person up in front of me, does it have
a length duration of 1 hour?
And no way to break it if he gets attacked or anything?
Okay, so if
Because casting a spell on him counts as an attack, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. The charmed creature regards as a friendly acquaintance, and it has nothing about the spell ending via attack. It only has if your friends are attacking it currently and you try to cast it to create the effect, it has advantage to save against it.
Okay, cool. I could not recall exactly.
Well, it says your spell ends until you or your companions do
anything harmful to it. Yes. Okay. So then, yes, it will end. Thank you. It will end.
Do you want to continue that? I would give you a retraction if you want to.
I mean, this is the plan, right? I've earned his trust and everything. The plan is I didn't account for magical resistance and only felt it when I cast it. So for me, and even to feel that, I would have to cast it. So I would assume that it would work.
You would know that it becomes an all or nothing, right? Because you know that charm is going to drop before you.
Yes, I'm aware of that. This is the plan, and I didn't even know he was in charge anyway. Yeah, there, were you going to say something?
Just an interjection. It specifically says doing something harmful to it. So I would think if he suggested something like throw yourself into a fire, right? Or harm your friend, that's harmful. But asking him to save himself from like an evil curse, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily consider that to be something harmful to it. If he was casting fireball on it, smacking him, or telling him to throw himself over the cliff, I would consider that to be harmful. But he is going along with the charmed person, gaining his trust, and telling him like, bro, it's not good here. Like that's just my 2 cents.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't say cast a spell or attack. It says to do something harmful to it.
Is casting suggestion doing harm to it?
Yeah, that's the ultimate. Yeah, that's the ultimate call. Right. Exactly. That's an well-articulated argument, though. Either way,
I would say no, because you're not. Again, like she said, you're not
causing physical
suggesting it does anything necessarily to hurt itself or anybody else.
In my like how I would view it is that like, you could suggest him to jump off the side of a cliff, and the charmed person to me wouldn't even fall until it hits the ground and causes damage. But that's me. That's up to the DM though. That's a DM call.
Yeah.
No,
Entirely.
I think that's a very good. I agree with Tara on that one. So it's not an all or nothing roll.
Yeah.
Wow, Mickey, it's like a DM doesn't have an adversarial relationship with their players or something. Have you ever played with a player like that before? Maybe in my basement.
As you slide underneath the table there to save the chicken.
Yeah, exactly.
It's funny too.
Did you just roll a 22 wisdom save?
I did.
It doesn't matter.
I did. Yeah. So it
Oh,
does.
good.
He does. He goes. Thank you, friend. Yes, but fighting off curses is becoming a bit of a hobby of mine. Sounds fun.
Okay, well that's my turn. So we'll try with maybe the last
You
spell
still
slot
have
next turn.
boatloads of movement.
I do. That's true. And he still regards me, I believe, based on his non-sarcastic capabilities, I believe he does regard me as a friend. Correct. All right. So
What's
I'm
your
going to,
passive insight?
My passive insight, great question.
10 plus whatever your insight bonus is.
Right. Looking 10.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't you don't see a kindling of fire and hatred in his eyes when he says it. So he doesn't seem to have snapped out of it.
Sure.
Plus, you would know if the charm was broken. I would think. Right. As the caster, even though it's not a concentration. I mean, I would think as that being your speciality, enchantment, that you would know.
Okay. So then if I still have movement, is there a second story or stairs to go up?
There is not. This is a single story dwelling with a
ranch.
It's a very high ceiling kind of situation.
Cool. Yeah. An apartment you pay a lot more in rent for because of those.
Well, what it is, it's like, it's the rafter kind of thing with the thatching. There's just nothing up there, right? So it's just like this collection of kind of rafters and that heavy thatching that's mostly frozen and snowed over.
Okay.
Any better than worse.
So I have two things in mind, and I'm just wondering if I don't even know my action economy, if I have enough to do anything about it, is either to pursue for valuables or things of close personal value to the old lady, or to look at this trap that this guy triggered and see if I can study it for the remainder of my turn to discern how best to disarm it on my next turn, if possible.
All of that in combat is an action. So
right.
None of that would be free. I mean, certainly you can kind of move around and kind of glance about, but looking for specific things or studying to get any kind of insightful investigation would need to be in action.
Cool. So then if I don't have any action economy left, I'll just spend the remainder of my movement to just kind of do a once hover around the room, maybe once or twice, to glean anything I can see in passing, but not looking for anything specific, and land in the same spot next to him.
Okay. All right.
Get a better idea of what's within it, anything out of the ordinary.
You do, one thing that stuck out to you, you see a severed head that has been there for quite some time. It's almost not quite mummified, but almost dried out and a little bit shrunken. But as you kind of do your quick little whip past it, you definitely get a sense of gleaming of there's still liquid coming out slowly out of the neck part, and you swear you heard some soft whispering coming from it as you flew past it.
Shit. Okay. Holy shit. Okay. Cool. I take all that into account and land next to my best friend right here.
Okie dokie.
Best friends.
do stuff together.
Okie dokie. Your new best friend sitting there. Okay.
This is fun, Mickey. I haven't had fun missions like this and RP stuff like this since the comic book store days. This is fun.
All right. Winzira. The fuck would she do?
Eat a sandwich.
God,
Something random.
honestly, she is literally an agent of chaos. I have no idea what, half the time what she's going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, well, it's going to take all of its dash action to get up to there. I think she would jump off and have enough movement on her own to get over here. And then I think she would hide. As a bonus action, she would hide. Because freaking goblins. Actually, I really went through her character sheet really quite a bit this afternoon to try to get better at playing her. And I'm like, God damn it, she can do a lot of shit that Rebecca never does. Man, look at that. Her 6 stealth there to hide.
Great.
All right. Roll. The story is just unfolding all over the place. All right, so you see this badger kind of crashing across the ice. And kind of scrambles up to the top, just to the top of the rocky cliff, where then Winzira jumps off and kind of scrambles over. She goes to hide and also to draw out her rapier. And as she goes to do so, you can hear her curse. Filbert, you're close enough that you can actually hear her under her breath in that kind of that stage whisper. Oh, son of a fucking whore, bitch, shit. And she's going to hold an action to vicious mock again anyone she sees that looks like they deserve it. All right, Filbert.
All right. Well,
so from your perspective, you saw Brendan fly into this house. Mm-hmm. The little boy walk in after, and then you were close enough to hear the door go thump.
Okay.
And a click. You were right
there.
I
did hear the click. That's what I was going to ask if I heard the click.
I would think. Give me a free perception, but the DC's pretty low. Actually, no, what's your passive? I got it right here. Never mind. Don't even tell me.
18.
I wrote them all down,
It's
so I had it.
It's 18.
Yeah, you definitely heard it. Heard it.
Well, I would be pretty upset that Winzira just blew up my spot over here because I had beautiful stealth.
She didn't even know you were there.
Yeah. And now everybody knows that somebody's there. And I don't want to be that somebody. So, 5, 15.
You were a victim of your own success.
25, I was.
Suffering from success.
Campaign problems.
Giving off
I would like to try
energy.
to find the lock on this thing. Does it seem like it was like a latch on the inside or like regular lock?
Passive perception of 18, but you were 15 feet away. I mean, it looks like you can see a keyhole. There is a keyhole, and it's a big iron kind of plate keyhole.
Okay.
This is not a dainty little.
Which would be probably loud enough to make the click that I was able to hear from 15, 20 feet away.
Correct.
I will immediately be pulling out my thieves' tools as I moved up onto it, and I'm going to try and pick the lock. You know what? I'm pretty much smart enough. Or am I too smart? We'll try to just open the door first before I pick it. As a free action, can I interact with the doorknob and see if the door opens?
Locked. Yeah, it's locked.
Okay. Then I will use my action to pick the lock then. A 15.
Yeah, you hear it takes some effort, just because of the heaviness and the thickness of this it's not difficult, but other than to actually get the leverage that you need with your tools to force this open, but you do so without breaking any of your tools, and you hear that satisfying click as the latch is thrown.
Okay.
I don't see like a vial of acid like forming to dump on him, do I?
Maybe on your turn you might.
God damn it. Okay. No problem.
I want people to be a little bit cool. I mean, I don't hear any scuffling going on the inside.
No, with your 18 perception, as you were focused on doing what you were doing, you are well accustomed to taking in, other cues that are around you, the sounds, the smells.
Okay.
You don't hear anything really of anything that you would expect to hear if the pointy-eared bastard that you just met was getting teared limb from limb. I'm assuming that's how your internal dialogue went.
More or less, yeah. And I will just do a bonus action dodge, and wait for the rest of the group to come up. Can I do a bonus action dodge?
You cannot.
Or is it dash, disengage, and hide? Gotcha.
That would be like some OP monk shit, right?
Yeah.
Dodge is a freaking bonus action. That's all you fucking need.
You'll be
So
taking-
I will actually.
No monks. That's it.
I will just the bow out and be ready to attack on my next turn when people are a little bit closer. So I'm just standing at the door waiting for at least one other person.
Okay. Cool. All right, Thea. On your shield kebab. Shield boggin.
10. So I'm at the wall. So that's difficult terrain, right?
Well, now you got to stand up.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Give me an athletics. We'll do it this way. Give me an athletics. DC's 10. Standing up on the ice before you climb. There you are. So as you go to get off the thing, you slip and you fall prone. It will take you now half your movement to stand up. You had a 50-50. Actually, better than 50-50 chance.
I rolled a 5.
So funny.
So I can get.
So instead of being automatic prone stand up, you got to roll at least for it.
I'm on the wall.
You're on the wall. The cleric scaling the wall. All right, Ashala.
All right, so are we still stealthed, or is just when Zara not stealth, or are we all still stealth?
I'm not stealth.
Well,
I've
you
never-
can clearly see Filbert by the door. You could clearly hear and see Thea. And though you can't see necessarily where Windsor is, you are close enough to actually still hearing her swear under her breath.
All right.
It was so not under her breath.
I'm going to head to this wall cliff thing, and do I have to like roll to start climbing it, or?
It's just difficult terrain, so it just counts
All
as
right.
double.
So right there, and I'm
But
going.
you need to roll for that last bit, though. You need to roll an athletics for the last bit of
Okay.
ice walking.
All right. I got you.
Ooh.
Oof.
All right, so you fell prone trying to walk across that last bit of ice. So you are here now and prone. So you use 10 feet of movement to get to there. And it's going to take you 15 feet to stand up.
Yep.
So you have 5 more feet, which gets you basically it gets you up onto the bottom of the wall.
All right. So like right here, type of
Yep.
situation.
Yep, but you still have your action, so you can use that to
I
dash.
would say. So she's just gonna like dust herself off. I'm gonna hold action to cast Eldritch Blast when she perceives like a threat to her or the group.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
And that's my turn.
All in all, we're just a bunch of jerks on the wall.
Pretty much.
Maybe you guys, not on the wall. Scurried right up, lickety split.
So
You can't fall
Hold
off of
on.
it like I did.
there.
Hold on.
Don't you get it really?
And I probably got to do an athletics check, so it'll probably be to there, and then athletics to get to there. Finish my movement.
Hold on.
That's with a 10.
I keep saying, hold on. 'Cause it's not your turn. Because I know, but it's not. Because as you had heard in the distance, the sound, they now have arrived.
The howlers?
The howlers.
Back.
Okay. So, Kaz and everyone on that wall, you hear kind of the snarls of behind you. And looking back, you can see now 2 large, very large, oversized, almost the size of small horses, white wolves.
Mm-hmm.
They are sniffing the air and make it to the edge of the ice. And now it is your turn, Kaz.
Oh, now
Wait. Held actions?
How far is the range on your Eldritch Blast?
Far.
Like 60 feet.
Yeah, the closest one to you is 85.
Oh, okay.
Eldritch Blast has a range of 120 feet, I believe.
I think that you have to take a specific
Yeah,
invocation
that's
for
if you have
that.
the
Yeah, don't-
incantation.
Oh,
Yeah.
the invocation.
Yeah, you need. I'm not high enough level to get it yet. Otherwise, I would have it. Believe me.
Really? I
Yeah,
thought
I
that
know
made it.
it's usually the 120, but it's not a high enough level to take
I thought
that
the feet
one.
made it to like 300. You sure the base range is?
Actually, let me just make
120?
sure. Yeah, let me check. Maybe base is 120 because
I think it is because Eldritch Blast is just ridiculous.
I know. So I love it. Spells. Eldritch Blast. Oh, oopsies. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I'm
It's all right.
trying to pull it down. Yeah, it's 120.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So either one of them is in range. So who are you gonna hit with that 22?
I guess whichever one's closer.
All right. So we're gonna designate them.
And am I high enough level to get 2 hits on that or no?
5th level.
Yes. Cool.
So one is pink
Cool.
and one is yellow. Which would you choose to hit?
The pink one.
Is that all you got?
Because I hate the color pink. There we go. Yeah, the pink one. So I have to roll another hit though, right?
Nope. You just have to hit the Eldritch Blast underneath the 22. Actually, it says 120 feet right under the 22.
Yeah. But I get
notice.
2,
Get 2 blasts.
To the link on the chat, Kayla?
Yeah. You wanna click on.
The word Eldritch Blast.
okay. Oof.
All right. So your first one hits for 1 point on the pink or
But
the yellow.
I also have Agonizing Blast, so I get to add my Charisma modifier to the damage.
Okay.
So that would be, hold on, I have my,
+4.
of course I close my sheet because I have it up here. So it's gonna be +7.
7.
Your charisma modifier.
It's what it said on the app.
What's your charisma?
Ooh. Let me look in a second.
Probably the spell attack.
It's probably +4.
It's, my charisma is at 19.
It's 4.
Okay, so it's
Four.
+4.
I don't know why
plus
it
your
says
proficiency bonus.
+7 on here.
It's probably just adding your proficiency. That
Okay.
could be for your saving throws,
Yeah, that's
maybe.
a saving
Yeah,
throw.
so 4. It's a 4. So yeah.
That's your saving throw for charisma.
Okay.
All right, so it's 5 points of damage on pink.
Yeah. Yes.
Hearing sound effects.
Yeah, I wish I had. This isn't the best fight for this. Sorry.
All good.
There is got to be a better one I can find real quick. I'll figure it out. All right. All right. So that's your triggered action. Filbert, you had one too, right?
I used my action to pick the lock.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
And I was just.
And Windsor
And they got the ready.
is out of range, I believe, for Vicious Mockery, which is only. It's never, definitely not 90 feet.
60?
Yeah, it's
60.
You want to get to roll another? Or they just hit for the same amount twice?
Okay, Kaz.
So is it my turn now?
Yeah, sorry about all that.
Mickey,
Oh.
Kayla gets one more attack.
Yeah, I
Oh,
get
that's
one
right,
more
you get
hit.
your second Eldritch Blast.
What?
Roll another Eldritch Blast because you get 2.
Yep, that's what I was trying to say.
Sweet.
Is that all you got?
I hit?
That I don't think hits.
Okay.
No, it does.
Does?
Yes,
Alright.
it does.
Sweet.
Much better.
Better.
Yeah.
+4.
There we go.
So 11.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
My turn.
So bang bang. All right,
Shut.
Kaz. That agonizing yell that signifies your turn finally arrived.
So. 20. That's 20 feet and athletics to get up. Right?
You gotta roll athletics on the ice. DC of 10, so you don't fall. All right.
Yep.
And so, and then it's just straight up to get up. There are stairs over here, but
Yeah. I told him. I can probably figure out.
Yeah. There. I think I'm up. Jeez. Actually, I think I would be back one.
Just stay there. Good enough.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
I would be right there.
On the wall.
okay. You have bonus actions and all that if you want.
Oh yeah. And I saw those big giant wolves, right?
Yeah, you have that. You don't have dark vision.
You've got 120 feet of dark vision. They're quick, straight in sight.
Yeah, you definitely saw them.
Yeah. So I will then use my bonus action to do Giant's Might. And I will now be a large creature.
Alrighty. So be it. I know I asked you this last week, and I just can't remember. Why is it that you have 120 of dark vision again?
It's the stone rune.
The rune. That's right.
Yeah. He's ruined up.
That's right.
It's like the past.
By the way, I added Mountain Born to your character sheet for you today.
Okay, cool.
So you have resistance to cold damage and whatnot and everything. So, but you also have you're acclimated to high high altitudes as well. So we didn't put that on there. So I fixed that. Cool.
Thank you very much.
All right. So you are now your big man.
Yep. I'm a biggins.
All right. Bryn, you see the horned head. Here, to help you out, guys. I'm sorry, I should have showed. Well, you guys haven't seen it yet. You see this horned head creature slowly turns over you, and this evil grin kind of comes on his face as he punches open the window. The shuttered window, and kind of scrunches up and goes, "Now's where the fun starts." And he just winks out. He disappears.
So I reaction counterspell
Okay.
when I see him go to disappear.
Okay.
Alright, so let me bring it up. Fuck that. Dude is not disappearing on my ass. No way.
Now, I wish I knew all this stuff perfectly cold, but I gotta look something up real quick.
Of course.
Sure.
Don't have it all memorized.
As I suspected, you're a pain in my ass.
I tried to warn you. I gave you the whole character description before.
I know, and I told you I was up to the challenge.
Okay.
Okay, let me check one other thing. So, here's my dilemma.
Sure.
The ability is not
Counterable.
It's well, I don't know. It's innate spellcasting. So it's not using up. It's just at will kind of ability.
So here's my question. Is it a spell where it says innate spellcasting and it has a list of spells per level and it is picking one of the spells per level? Or is it something that this creature or thing can innately do in its
at
description?
Will. It's at will. It's not like it's not like a racial trait.
Right.
It is definitely a spell, but it is at will and requires no components or things like that. So you have to be able to perceive it in order to counter it.
Okay, and I think and totally believe that that's fair. Then would the fairest thing be for me to roll to see if I perceive it at a DC of your selection, to then see if I could perceive it to counter it?
Yes, that is an excellent compromise, and I like it. Let's do that.
Okay.
So roll a. Let's do an Arcana.
Got it.
Let's do an Arcana, and let me write down the DC so we don't fudge it.
Sure.
Kind of warm.
I know.
Okay.
Like you're like, I'm not worthy.
Go ahead, write it. Oh, I'm sorry. I got it. Go ahead and roll Arcana.
You got it. Okay. 22.
Yeah, you pick up maybe a couple of the twitch of a finger, maybe a sub-vocalized piece. So
Then-
you cast Counterspell at what level?
At third level. It's a minimum spell level, and that's the only level I could cast it. I don't think I can cast it down, so third level.
Okay.
So if the spell is third level or below, it's instantly dissipated. And my suggestion, RP-wise, would be, since the spell, Counterspell, only has S for somatic components, I simply kind of like move my hand in a very quick gesture to try to counter it and not utter anything aloud or verbally as he's looking out the window.
Okay.
Now, would that be considered a harmful thing, though? No? Okay.
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
I'm trying to do it in a way where he might not even know. It's like he might not even understand why it's not working.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to do.
Right. Okay.
I'm just double checking one other thing on my end.
Having a lot of fun, for the record. So.
Yeah, the counterspell works. He goes to, and you see him kind of utter some confusion, look on his face. So, he gets to roll an Arcana as well.
Totally fair.
And kind of confused by the sun, it's not working. And he looks over at you. Why would you do that, friend?
Me? Do what? You said fun. I'm ready.
And he jumps out through the door anyway.
Okay.
And at that point, shoots up into the air. So currently, he rises to just above the top of the cottage. I'm just trying to get a thing on here because I know there's a thing I can put on here to show that. All right. All right, that was his action. That got countered. And his movement. So.
Fucker can fly.
You hear Brendan in the other room.
Yeah.
From the gate, you hear a kind of a muffled something lightly falling, and you just hear a whimpering moan from the other room. And it's your turn, Bren.
So I've used many spells of concentration, and I know flying is a spell of concentration, so that was dissipated long ago, correct?
Yeah, as soon as you casted a second concentration spell.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna then use my movement. Let's just clarify what movement we can do here. So let's move. Is this something that I can just move through? I don't know what this is directly in front of me. I don't have it zoomed in enough.
Yeah, it's a desk. This is a desk. With all kinds of little objects and whatnot on it, like almost a workbench.
So I'll go diagonally 5, and I just want to look to see what that sound was. Can I see at this perspective?
Yeah, you can see that the girl has kind of crumpled to the floor in the middle of this room.
Okay. So then I'm gonna move 5, 10, and is this guy still in the building? You said he moved outside and flew out, correct?
Now this is him. He's up flying above the building.
Correct. Okay, so I wouldn't know where he is or where he's flown to from my perspective.
Correct.
So I would want to try to.
You just saw him go out the window in that other room.
Sure. So that's probably where I would probably look to exit. So then I've moved a total, let's say 5, 10, 15, 20 back to here. So let's just say for efficiency's sake, 20 moved me there, because then I would go 5, 10, see the thing, 15, 20 back to here, 25, 30. Shit. 2. I'm going to try to, since I'm not lying, I'm going to try to persuade him and say, use my action to try.
You don't see him at all. He is above.
Right. So I don't see him at all.
No,
I don't.
He's flying. He's 30 feet above the building.
Okay. So I'm not even going to try to persuade him. I'm just going to yell, because I'm trying to yell out somewhat. Am I trying to yell out though? I'm not. Interesting. All right.
Since we said that you would know if the charm is broken, the charm is broken. He's no longer charmed. And knowing what you know about the spell, you know damn well that he knows.
He knows he's been charmed. Correct. Got it. Interesting. All right. So I need to cast an action, and I've exhausted all my movement. So I'm gonna cast Disguise Self on myself, out of sight of him.
Okay.
Perceived out of sight of him. I don't know where he is. So I disguise myself in my lithe elven form to have the emaciated form of the girl I saw in the in the cell who's collapsed. Okay, and I take on that form. And I'm going to, if I can, speak aloud as a free action, not attempting to persuade or do anything. Just say in the best impersonation of the girl that I can, help me. And just say that very girl-like. I wouldn't obviously shout it too loud because she wouldn't be capable, in a way that would be believable to her. And that's my turn.
Roll a deception.
Not great at that, but we'll try. A 3. Would I get advantage because I look like her? Identically because I cast Disguise Self?
What you look like doesn't have any bearing whatsoever on what you sound like.
Because it's just what I sound, correct. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense?
Cool. All right, good to know.
Yep, that's my turn.
All right. Winzira. The fuck would she do now? God damn, when you roll 20. God damn it. All right. She ducks around the back looking for alternate ways into the building. Makes a gruesome discovery and decides to hide.
Gruesome discovery.
Gruesome discovery.
Well, she doesn't necessarily think it's gruesome. She might consider it like the pantry. I don't know.
Yeah.
So a little bit better at it this time. All right, Filbert. You just heard something large come brashing out of around the corner. But that's it. You heard muffled voices and then the sound of the shuttered windows bashing open with great force. You probably perceived the sound of something kind of the scraping through and forcing itself out through a tight fit.
Okay. I am going to see how this goes. I'm going to try to kick the door in. Do I know if the door swings in or out? Should be my first question.
Most doors swing in.
Most
I would think
did,
that just a
but some
casual
don't.
look at it when you tried to open it before, you pushed.
Okay. I'm going to try and kick the door open.
Okay. Roll a strength. Knowing it's not locked. But just latched. Yeah, with all your mighty halfling boot
Yeah.
crushes into the door with your bow in one hand. And you kick the door and it flies inward open.
Okay. One, I can't move it. Oh, there we go. Okay. Just wanted to see in the building.
Give me a sec.
Wasn't letting me move through the door. I was
No,
just like,
I have to actually go on to another layer and remove the thing that I put in there for it.
I was standing there. All right, so kicking the door open, action.
Nah, I'll give it to you as a free action.
Okay. Thank you, sir. So I see a very large horned
Nope.
creature.
He is outside, currently above 30 feet above the roof.
Gotcha.
Or 30 feet up, which is above the roof. Top of the roof.
In that case, I will take a step in.
If it's feet in there. Let's see. Okay. You guys are making me do drawings. I'm gonna have to use the figure out the hypotenuse.
Hypotenuse.
Hypotenuse. Sokotoa.
It's a lot of math.
It is a lot of freaking math. So if that's 30. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it. Pull up, make a quick little Excel spreadsheet so I can plug in the numbers.
Do a pivot table.
All right, so what are you doing there, Filbert? You rush in, you see
Took 2 steps in to the side.
collection of all kinds of shit in here. And I'm just gonna put this guy on a different layer just for now, so he's not in the way. All right. So you make out the bearskin ratty rug, the overstuffed chair, table of crap, a whole corner of just miscellaneous boxes, chests, crates, all filled with all kinds of nasty shit. The walls are all covered, shelving after shelving, all filled with knickknacks and whatnot. There's a table with assortment of various groceries, a door going this way with a light coming from it, and a fireplace with a small fire still burning. There is also candles throwing some illumination in other parts of the room that you can see.
So is this door open over here?
Yep, there actually is no door. It's open. It's like an opening to another room.
Gotcha. Okay. So that was 5, 10, 15, 20. And then I see Brendan.
Mm-hmm.
Rick. Okay.
Yeah, double of the girl in the other
I
room.
don't see Brendan over there.
That's
I see
correct. So,
girl.
But
Brendan, roll a
what did you say? My 3 deception is still going, or would you want me to roll something else?
No. What I want you to roll is an Arcana. Roll an Arcana roll.
You got it.
And then add your enchantment level.
Okay. All right. So my wizard level.
Yeah, because you've always been in School of Enchantment, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So then 5 plus Arcana. So then let's roll this, and then this would be plus 5, whatever this number is.
Mm-hmm.
So.
So Filbert, you see a little girl, emaciated, skeleton-like, in ragged clothing.
And I say help. That's what I say.
Yeah, I'm not falling for that shit.
Yeah, well, your passive perception, you heard Bryn trying to sound like he was disguising his voice. I mean, he had a 3 on his deception, so.
Yeah.
But for all you know is that was coming from inside the house someplace.
Yeah.
So, play that as you will, David.
Call out, not shouting, but not whispering, not conversation level. Somewhere in between conversation level and shouting, I'll yell out Brent's name. See if he answers me.
I wave back silently.
All right. All right. I just hold my attack action for something that looks threatening, other than an emaciated little girl.
14-year-old human girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's my full turn.
Okay, Thea.
Hey! Did I see the devil guy jump out or no? He's on the other side.
That's what I was doing the math on this. I would say that you didn't see him jump out, but as you crest your passive perception is through the roof. You see him as you're coming up over the top of the that little kind of embankment there, and you look up. You definitely notice something up above now, in the air above cottage.
Okay. I'm gonna move a little bit closer just so I can possibly actually see.
No, he's above the cottage. It's all blacked out.
Yeah. So I can't see above the cottage because it's black. So,
Hang on. We can fix that.
yeah. Hey, there we are. That guy. Well.
And for the rest of you now, who are outside, you can see.
Maybe not.
You can do spiritual.
The thing, yes.
The boy.
Alright.
And this thing is very, very big. We're talking over 10, almost 10 feet tall, huge, muscular chair. Wearing no a shirt, but you can see the glimmering of, even from this distance, you can see the glimmering of some kind of metal, kind of chain, something that he's got, that he's wearing underneath.
I am going to. I mean, this guy looks evil as shit. So I'm going to call on Lathander and all of his glory and might to banish the darkness in this demon. It looks like a demon to me. We're going to do some exercises.
Stop the demon.
Constitution save, huh?
Yeah. That will be a spell save DC of 15.
So he takes half damage. So go ahead and
Okay.
roll 2d10 plus 5. All right.
Okay. 17 divided by half, so 8.
All right. So
Really sick.
the light starts to kind of just swirls. These little motes start swirling all around him, and as they rush in all suddenly at once, his body outlines. You can see him kind of. He kind of stiffens quickly, and then almost flexes, and the light shatters back off. It kind of dissipates into dark little motes. But instead of just breaking apart as they go, they almost turn black before they fade completely away.
Yeah, I knew you were a demon. I knew it.
And he just kind of goes.
Sure
Alright.
do wish the cleric stuff was a lot more powerful than it was.
Anything else? You got anything else there?
Oh, I will. Yeah.
Takes radiant damage.
No, I'm just gonna ready my sword and shield. Be like, the bear's here for you, demon!
Okie dokie. All right. Shala.
All right, so I'm going to climb up the rest of the hill. Do I need to roll like acrobatics
Nope.
again?
Nope. You're off the ice. You're now just on kind of thing. So yeah, it's just double until you get off of the rocks. It's still difficult terrain. So
Yeah.
that takes you 1, 2. So that took you 10, 20 feet. So you still have 10 more feet of movement.
way. And I still can't see him. I can or I can't?
You would be able to see him above the building. Let me just get rid of all of the walls.
Yeah, because I can't, like, it looks like... I know you said we could all see him, but I can't see him, like, on the map. Alright, cool. So I'm gonna take a bonus action and cast Hex at first level.
Okay.
So until it ends, I don't think it... Yeah, concentration up to an hour. I do 1d6 extra necrotic.
Does he get a roll on that, or is it just automatic? Hex is the automatic one, right?
Yeah. Yes, here. Oh, didn't mean to...
No, that's okay. So what do you, doesn't he get disadvantage on what ability?
I was gonna go with wisdom.
Of course you are. Alrighty.
And then I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast. My regular action.
Yep, because that's a bonus action. Beautiful. Man, I haven't had to play against players who know what the fuck they're doing this so often. It's awesome.
Mickey?
No,
So,
I mean, there was always somebody who didn't.
Thanks.
I'm not talking about this game. You guys weren't at the convention I just did.
True.
True.
Oh. But now there's 6 of you. And you're all doing it.
All doing it.
I kind of miss
Does that
Mitch.
work?
I miss Mitch coming over and, you know, screwing up your channel divinities or your invisibility spells. It was like having an ally. All right, so go ahead and roll 14. That misses.
Alright, and I get another one.
Yep.
So. Oh, wow. Cool. Well,
So both of your Eldritch Blasts go askew. However, he is currently hexed.
I didn't hit him with an attack, though.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. But your hex worked.
My hex did, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I need to... Do I have, like, a marker for concentration?
Yeah, you can click on your character and then there's like a little wheel underneath it. And if you click on that, you've got a lot of different things you can select.
I'll just do that.
Yeah, I'm trying to look for one for hex. We're gonna choose that.
Skull and Bones.
Yeah.
The Skull and Bones is the hex one?
Would work for it though.
Yeah, I thought the big red X's, that's what I use for dead, so Skull and Bones could do that, yeah, why not? What else do you use it for? Maybe
I
poison?
literally thought there was a hex one
I bet Skull and Bones is poison though, right? That makes more sense.
though. No, it's dead.
No, it's dead. I use the big red X for dead.
Yeah, I do too.
Yes.
Big red X.
Anyway, we'll use that because I'll know what it means. All right,
There.
cool. Good turn.
Very good turn, actually.
All right, in the meantime, you hear a further howl. They're gonna avoid getting on the ice. Yeah, they're gonna avoid the ice.
Oh. Oh, great.
Burn them all.
The orcs start coming across the thing.
Big ass hole in the lake. Mickey,
Yes.
I would just like to point out that I've been taking meaningful notes, like every game session. Does that mean I get that inspiration?
Yes, Tara. You have inspiration.
You put that thing in the beginning of the notes when we first made it.
Yeah. Okay. Not there.
All right. That's their turn. All right, Kaz.
Session summary.
That was something, yeah. Alright, so. Let's see. Stupid thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been very bad at mine.
How far in the air is he?
30
So
feet.
he's what?
30 feet.
30 feet?
So you want to know how far he is from you?
Well, no. I just wanting to get an idea.
So he's 30 there, 30 by 30, so 30 squared. 30 squared equals c squared.
No, my thought was if I moved over here, if he was like within reach of, if I moved next to where he is, if he would be within reach if he tried to move, but he wouldn't be. There's not a whole lot I can do. I'm gonna move to here. I'm gonna move to here. This thing is so laggy. Hey. All right, yeah, I will move there. And I guess I'll just hold my action. If something comes within reach of me, threatening us to hurt us, I'll hit it.
Okay. Okay. All right. As you're looking up at it, though, Kaz and Thea, as you're looking up, and Ashala, you too, he's there 1 minute, and he looks and kind of, and he just kind of fades and disappears.
Okay. Bounce.
Okay. And that's its turn.
Well, I guess we can go tell her that she can come back now.
Yeah. He has vacated the island.
Okay. All right, Brendan.
Okay. So I'm currently disguised and currently unable to really see any of these things happening, correct? Because I'm perspective of someone inside the house.
Yes, you're still inside the house.
So I'm going to shamble out the window, still as this in this form.
Mm-hmm.
And I hear commotion and things going on. I'm probably unsure as to what exactly is happening. So to get an understanding of what's going on, I'm just going to walk and move myself backwards towards the edge and look around to see what I see, to look around. So I'm just going to basically walk out and try to understand what's happening. So I guess I would be making a perception check or something just to try to see what I see naturally or what I can glean.
Yeah, I mean, what's your I don't know why I keep asking. I've got them right here right in front of me. All right, 13. I mean, you come out and you now see a very large Goliath is even larger. He is on par with the creature that you until recently were friends with. Mm-hmm. You make out your newest companion in her cloak, just beyond one of the scarecrow training type dummies. You can see the badger kind of hiding behind this tree, not doing a whole lot. And
do I see the evil guy that I had interacted with?
You definitely do not.
Okay, I don't. Okay.
I don't believe you would. Yeah. I don't know that you would necessarily know to look in the very, very far distance to see the wolves coming and know about them. So.
No, I wouldn't know.
Not
I don't
an
think.
Action.
So, yeah, I think what's best for me here in this situation, we are out of certain spells here. So we've got to figure out what to do. So what we're gonna do instead, or what we're gonna do now, and then instead. Yeah, I mean, so let's get rid of one of these spell slots because I cast Disguise Self. Yeah, I'm gonna perceive. I'm gonna use my action to try to perceive threats, enemies, or where this individual may have gone off to. You know, I heard a scuffle and commotion outside and saw him just basically run out the window and fly out of view, so I have no idea where he could be. So I'm going to use my action and expend it to try to look around.
To try to perceive where he went?
To try to perceive where he went, and generally, I see my, the general attention of my friend group, right? To perceive where they're attentive to and what could be going on. If there are enemies, anything, that's what my perception check will be.
Yep.
Any hostiles.
All right, go ahead and...
Cool. Unnatural. Dirty 20.
Artificial 20.
Yeah, that one of those. Amateur 20.
Yeah, so you do see the movement on the far bank. There's enough light with your dark vision. The dim light is perceived as normal light. So you can see at least this guy moving along the far bank, kind of with intent and quickly. You think that you hear something up in the air somewhere in maybe around here. You can maybe, using your hearing and whatnot, as well as your sight, the rustle of the clinking of metal, that can't necessarily be disguised in this general vicinity, but you don't have necessarily an exact lock on it, but you would think that though it's upwards anywhere from 15 to 25 feet in that general vicinity.
So I've moved. I've had my action to perceive.
Yep.
And I don't know how much I can do if I have enough economy to relay the information.
Yeah. You can yell out.
Yeah. So I'll say, I believe he's there, and 15 or so feet above, and in the area of the tree.
6 Mississippi. All right.
Who's that? Who's that guy?
That girl.
That girl, yeah, girl.
Girls.
Really?
Yeah. So there's this. You guys see this emaciated little, 14-year-old human girl in a kind of a threadbare smock, calling out with this kind of old elf voice.
Yeah. As my deception of 3, it's not a good impression, so.
Zero's gonna come around to.
And I relate to you guys that I believe whoever something is making noise in that area. So I relay that to you all. Best I can.
We'll say that she actually pays attention to you.
Okay.
And not much she can do without seeing it, though.
Drop a anvil on it. What would she do? I don't know. Would be a Winzira thing to do. Ultimate wild card.
She's gonna cast message. And Ashala, you hear in your head, "Hey, new girl, you better be careful. I think it's right above you." You can respond to this message.
Oh. Sure. Yeah. I'm like, do I exist?
And then she's going to use her bonus action to... I'm sorry, did you have a response? I didn't mean to cut you off.
Right above me, like on top.
She needs another action to be able to respond to, so you don't hear anything back. And then she's going to attempt to hide again in much more Winzira-like fashion, up against the side of this building. All right, Filbert.
All right, so
In a bizarre twist, the emaciated human girl leapt out of the window.
who I was sort of assuming was
Me. Yeah.
Alright. 10, 15. A quick scan, I don't really see anything going on. So that was 15, 20, 25. I will ask what's going on, because now I'm just confused. Bonus action, I'm gonna hide next to my large friend over here. And then I will hold my action to attack something threatening to the group.
Okay.
Are you guys like back?
No, I'm like maybe like back to hamstring.
I'd say like that would be really funny, like buddy cop, but like
Yeah, I
you're
mean-
like
Maybe hamstring, dude. Maybe, mid-knee.
Just moving with his lower leg.
I mean, he's what? It doesn't double your size, does it?
It makes him large.
So you're probably like 12 feet tall.
Yeah, I'm probably about 12 feet tall. I think it's like an extra 50%, if I remember. There.
Yeah, so you're 12 and a half feet tall. All right, cool. All right, Thea.
All right.
Does anybody respond to my what's going on?
Said there's a devil demon or something, and then he disappeared, and that's what's going on.
A bad man above you, above in this area over here, motioning.
All right, well, I already held my action, so. I see something, I'll shoot it.
Perfect.
All right, Thea.
Very fun.
Does anyone have a big net? It's never around when you need one.
I do not.
One of your
Big net.
domains passes is above her 20 above.
But I can't. It's on the other side of the building.
No,
Ah, this fucking
she is right there with the yellow dot.
Pray to your god to drop an anvil on him.
hell.
Yes, you said that it's above her.
Yeah.
Right above me.
Mm-hmm.
Fairy fire in the general area above Shala's head. Weakling little girl was pointing.
Ooh.
But first I'm gonna move over here.
Not bad.
And above.
15, 20. I can stand right here next to her and cast that shit right above her. 3.
All right, give me the exact cube that you're doing.
Well, I don't know how to do it above, but let's say I'll go 10 feet above her head.
And
Maybe 20. I don't know.
so starting where? Like, just ping it because I didn't see it.
Well, going above.
Let's see. So,
I want to get those trees in there too, because you mentioned the trees.
so let's go with
The 20-foot cube.
I accidentally.
Ah. There.
Like that?
Yeah.
Or do you want it over to the left by what?
He mentioned the trees, so I'm
Do you want
gonna.
the whole tree, or do you want it?
What? 20-foot cube.
You want it right there?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you see the? Yeah. She says there. But 10 feet in the air.
Yeah.
So the base of it's 10 feet of the air. The top of it then would be 30 feet.
Correct.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Okay. You cast that spell in that area in your mind's eye. You can see it filling up a space, and as you pray the last plea to the thunder, you feel like he responded, and but nothing is lighting up.
Okay.
So like the cube's not even there of light, because it should be a cube of fairy fire. So the whole spell got negated.
No, it says each object in a 20-foot cube is outlined in blue, yellow, violet, or light. The whole cube does not light up in light. If there was an object that was successfully cast upon, they would light up.
Dead skeleton, maybe, and like part of the tree, and
Yeah, no. There's no dead skeletons on the
it's on the ground. Yeah.
So no.
So
Okay, yeah, no, I just read it wrong. It's my bad.
No worries. That was a
So, like-
very, very smart thing to do. Fuck.
well, also if he bamfs in,
Well, no, he probably existed.
or isn't there. Okay. And be defensive.
Okay. All right, Ashala.
All right. So I am going to move out of there and hopefully away, and I am going to hold an action until to cast Eldritch Blast until we can see him, or any other sort of threat to the group.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
All right, that brings up our howling friends. So that's actually... Hang on, let's do it this way. So that's 10, 20 to there. So 60 there. So they only got 20 more, because it's ice. And that's as far as they get. Alright, Kaz. You definitely see them coming.
Well, I will. Oops, wrong thing. I will shift down to here to try to block off the whole stairway. So, and then hold my action for something to come within range to smack with my axe.
Okay. Alright, Brennan.
All right. So, trying to think if I could what I could even do in this circumstance. Most of the things that I can do that I'm really good at, I need to be able to see things, and like hold the action. So, I feel like the best thing to do. Would I see Kaz like moving? I mean, he's pretty large, right? So I would see him move towards and peer out.
Absolutely.
Right.
Easily.
So it wouldn't be within the realm of impossibility to believe that he perceives either a threat or something important in that direction. So I'll just motion myself turn myself towards that, whatever that might be. Do I see? Because I can see in my range.
Oh yeah, dude, you can see the two wolves coming. Absolutely.
Cool. So let's cook these sons of bitches. Funny, you see the emaciated girl very rough shape and frail, utter incantation and shoot a firebolt. Fire off firebolt at the wolf in the distance from an elevated position. So I'm going to try to move towards it to get a better view before I fire it, obviously. So let's try to get the best angle I can before I fire it. Just going to move 5, 10, 15. And does Kaz impede my view here? Should I try to get closer?
No, you can shoot through a space even if they're large.
Cool.
That's the mechanic. It doesn't affect your
Mm-hmm.
Multiple ones start too, but one. It's the mechanic is that you can shoot around them.
Yeah, and before I committed to, after I committed to the fireball, I was going to shoot the pink one. I didn't even really know the yellow one was there before I moved closer, so I'm shooting the pink one.
Yep.
All right, let's roll the attack. Sorry, it's just taking a little bit to load my character sheet. It's a firebolt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that hits for 10 points of damage.
Yeah, 10 points of fire damage. Fires up.
Yeah, he kind of stutters a little bit as it hits, and you hear the little muffle. And redoubled snarls. And you almost see like steam coming off where the white is now singed. Cool.
Yeah, that's my movement. I'm not going to move much else, I don't think. It's my action, and that's my turn.
Okay. Alright, so when Zira moves up, says, "Aw, little puppy got burned." And attempts to cast Vicious Mockery. And succeeds.
Nice.
So 2 points of as it's maybe kind of slumps a little, that the snarl that it was, the vicious snarl that was giving kind of tails off just a little bit. It's funny, she can but she can't hide behind people like a halfling.
Yep.
So she was here. So that was 20. Oh, so she's got enough though. So she's gonna move now back and attempt to hide behind the scarecrow. As I say, she can. Okay. All right. That's her turn. Filbert.
Come on, Phil.
A bit closer. Was it this one that she just mocked?
Yep.
Right.
It's got a big scorch mark on its one flank. Oh, time for caffeine.
And it looks like its feelings are hurt from being mocked.
Yeah.
Big
I'll
time.
take a shot at that one.
That
It took issue. Yeah, it's got issues with being called a puppy.
I'm guessing my stealth would be broken because Kaz moved away from me, right? And then I moved after that anyway.
No, not according to the mechanics of 5e.
All right.
You're still stealth.
I will take a shot at advantage because it doesn't know I'm there.
Nope. The only change of the perception is on their turn.
That's a crit.
Or if you hit them, that is a crit.
Crow this first roll too. Dang.
28, 37, 47, 55 points of damage total.
Judas Priest.
How much?
55,
Okay.
28, 37, 47, 55.
Yeah, so how do you want to do that?
Whoa. That's so sick. Oh boy, Phil.
I guess when it kind of yelps out from being viciously mocked and puts its head down, give me a clear shot of the back of its neck, and the shot will go right in through there and just kind of sever the spine right at the base of his head and top of the neck, and drop him like a potato.
Okay.
Yeah, so you see the halfling as he pulls back, his fingers on a bow that doesn't seem to have any string. The arcane energy forms and a arrow of light forming as he pulls back and releases. That's what happens, man, as it streaks through the air and just... Pretty sick shit. All right.
Cool.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
so that was 15 feet. Move 10 more, and then I will hide behind that scarecrow. Because I probably do that. Is it humanoid sized?
Cool. Anything else?
No, that'll be it. That's all my movement, bonus, and a full action.
All right, Thea.
Yo. Happen to perceive anything with my passive perception, do I? Okay. Okay. Well.
Oh, wait. Yes, you do. I'm sorry. Because your passive is 17, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you also, you can hear above you, behind you and above you, you know, in that sort of area where you cast, but maybe towards the edge of it or so, you can hear kind of like the rattling of chain. You're well familiar with the difficulties of trying to move quietly with chainmail. So you can hear it up there, though you can't exactly pinpoint its location.
I'm gonna cast protection from evil on myself.
Interesting.
And then I'm going to call out and be like, "Come on, you lead-bellied demon of hell! Are you afraid of the Thanos light? Did I shock you so bad that you had to go hiding in the clouds? Real demon will come and face the Lord of Light's messenger!"
Roll a intimidation with advantage, just because I want to see what happens.
I bet.
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
Beyond mildly annoying and just straight up kind of aggravating. Cool. All right, Ashala.
All right, so I'm going to, what's it? Can I see our Howley boys? Or no?
Oh yeah, you can like these guys down here. You mean?
Yeah.
The wolves? Oh yeah. I mean, you just saw. I mean, because you remember you're up 10 feet, so you got.
Oh yeah, so
you got
I
an
have
amphitheater like you're looking down at them from on high as
they had that held action, I
Filbert
didn't
just
know
stepped
that.
up and turned his bow sideways for the kill shot. The kill shot. It's a kill shot.
So I can't use my held action and then attack on the same turn.
No, your held action's already gone.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Yeah, as soon as
so
you get
I'm
back to your
gonna-
turn.
Yeah. I'm just
So
gonna
I'll
attack.
say this. Wait a minute. You're right. So you had a held action to shoot anybody perceived, right?
Mhm.
So go ahead and do it because you had Eldritch Blast. So yes, you would have perceived them before this.
Okay.
So go ahead and on the other wolf, I will give you because you're right. You should have gotten that, but you got to remind me. I got
Sorry about that.
Way too much shit to keep it all straight. Oh yeah, that hits. Fucking warlocks.
And again. Ah, that one did not hit.
That one misses. Okay, so that was your held action from before.
Yeah.
Roughly in keeping with Filbert's killing of the other one, you notice them coming and now it is your full action.
Okay, same thing.
All right, that hits.
And don't forget I have, I just remembered, I do the necrotic damage, 1d6 of necrotic. I forgot to roll that, sorry. For the hex. Oh wait, no, I don't have hex on that. I don't have
He's
hex
not
on the
hexed.
wolf.
Nope.
Yeah, they're not hexed, sorry. Brain was not there. Alright, so I roll again.
That's why they call it dope.
Oof.
Another 9.
You sound like Chris.
That's mean.
He said the same thing to me though.
All right. Cool. You have movement and bonus if you choose to use them.
I mean, I'm going to move some over here, but yeah, it's my turn. Yep.
Okay.
Just waiting for the horned boy to come back.
The wolf proceeds. You can almost see him kind of giving a sniff at its mate, and then snarls. Deeper than you've heard it even. The hate is palpable. And it continues. There. And then has... What a waste. You can move up to here. And looking up at Kaz in the way. Let me make sure, because this is important. It hits the land here. That was 30. So then it's got 20 more. 20. Motherfucker. Alrighty. Oh, that sucks. Alright, well, it is what it is. That's its turn. Go Go ahead, Cass. It's your turn. It kind of sits there and it's on its hunches.
All right. Well. I will. Screw it. I'll move down to it. And 50, 20. And give it a couple whacks.
As you step down onto the bottom of the stairs, it excels. It uses its reaction, and it was holding a reaction on its own, and it exhales this frosty, cold breath at you, and uses its cold breath attack. So you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Six.
But you're only going to take freaking half of the damage anyway. So you take 8 points of cold damage.
Okay.
And then you step up and you smack it. Her kind of shaking it all off. That's
Well, it did.
no. As you make contact, but its thick fur is enough to deflect your axe, and you don't feel it bite in.
All right. I'm sure a 23 hits.
However, as it kind of deflects off and you turn the head of it back around and come smacking back down, you feel the satisfying bite deep into its flank and the corresponding splash of hot blood on the ice for 7 points of slashing.
And, well, it's an extra 2 points of damage from Giant's Might.
Yep. So 9 points. Cool. You have engaged the enemy.
Yep. And that will do it for me.
All right. Materializing 10 feet above. Hang on, let me write this down. Okay. 10 feet above Filbert. There's a swing of kind of coming down after seeing the way that he dispatched that wolf. The creature comes down and his glaive slashes down from above Filbert. He is 10 feet above, but he has a 10-foot reach with his glaive.
Okay. I guess I'm hiding behind it. Yeah, that's... Go ahead.
You were hidden?
I did.
I missed
but
I
was
missed that. Hang on. What was your stealth
24.
roll? Oh yeah, it doesn't attack you. It materializes there and uses that same reach to attack Thea instead. Sorry, Thea.
Sorry, Thea.
Yep.
Actually, that makes more sense anyway, because of your taunt. You begged for him to come after you, and he is here. He looks down. Let your puny god try to stop me, cleric.
Warding flare.
There you go.
All right. So, warning flare goes up. Cool. So it's at disadvantage, yeah?
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
Which is what you're
So
protection from good or evil
17, I
should
don't
do.
believe hits, right? Your armor class is 18.
That's right.
Yep. So the warding flare at the last second blinds him, and his first attack goes off. Does that last for just one attack, or?
I think it's just the one.
Attacker.
There's on the attack roll.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
his first, and he kind of misses you to the side, kind of shaking his head off. He attacks you again with his second attack,
Can't.
and misses that as well.
Oh.
At which point he curses in a language that actually.
Actually, wouldn't he also have disadvantage anyway?
For what?
From protection from good and
Protection from
evil,
evil.
if it's one of those creatures.
Yeah.
If he was one of those creatures.
Okay.
So he flies back up another 20 feet. So he is now in that space, but 30 feet from the ground.
Okay.
La 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 la. That is all he can do. Man, that sucked. Alrighty.
My Lord protects me.
Alright, Brendan.
So the charm is ended. I want to also let you know there are no charges left in the Heartweaver's primer. It's out of charges. So I can't use that mechanic anymore. However, I'm trying to remember. Did I hear a hex or curse be uttered? Perhaps. I'm gonna try one last thing here. Let me look something over really quickly. What do I have? Okay. Yeah, I have one level 2 spell left. So I'm gonna cast gosh, I don't really even know what I would suggest, whether I want him to make himself vulnerable, to just take him out, or to just send him on his merry way. Because he'll be back. All right, anyway, I'm just gonna spend another round to think, and I am going to shoot him in the face with some firebolts.
Okay. Shoot him in the face.
Instead of thinking for 5 minutes on my turn, I'm just gonna burn him in the face with a firebolt, hope it hits, and spend some time thinking about how to word this suggestion better. So let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. Character sheet, firebolt to this face, gonna shoot centaur demon in his stupid face. Hopefully. $21 to hit, 16 points of fire damage. No, that can't be right. No, that is right.
2d10.
Yeah, 2d10. No, that's totally right.
Good roll.
Damn.
Thanks,
All right.
man.
Yeah. So you actually the bolt actually hits him in the face as he throws his head back in rage.
I'll say in the girly voice, I'll say, "You should have treated me better."
Confusion, pain, and confusion on the face of the creature, which I hope some of you have at least figured out. We'll see.
No.
All right. Boy, Terry, you sound angry about it.
I thought he was a fiend.
Winzira, looking up, goes, "Oh shit!" Yeah, and I think she would do this. How would she do it? Hang on. How would she do that? No, she would definitely do this. Hang on, let me just look at this. All right. I don't know that Winzira should technically be this smart to do this, but she's doing it anyway. Winzira starts to pull out her loot, and she casts Phantasmal Force directly in front of this creature. So that it looks like below him, anywhere he moves, is now filled with burning kind of floating gas that burns like lava underneath him, radiating heat and pain up anytime he tries to go any below 30 feet. And if he tried to just fly any lower, closer to anybody. So it's an intelligence save though. It's not a wisdom, so the hex does not come into play.
It's a save anyway.
Yeah, that's true. There's no bonuses on his intelligence. See? This is just a straight. Alright. So he fails, and he believes now that there is some kind of magical, burning, gaseous thing like lava underneath him. And he takes 6 points of psychic damage from it. And she's going to quickly run away, and use a bonus action to hide.
All right, Winzira.
Because she's done that before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know she's done this before. Do we know that we can still attack them when she does this? Don't remember the spell.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you guys can keep pounding away.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
It has to burn an action to actually examine.
Right, yep. But she's done this like 3 or 4 times so far,
Yeah.
so we're familiar with the effects.
Yes, for sure.
Good questions, Phil.
Thanks.
It's a good point.
I mean, if she's never did that before, then
Right. No, I wouldn't even have
Wouldn't-
thought to raise that. It's a good point you make.
wouldn't even think of it because we don't see what it sees. So
Right. I'm picturing in my mind seeing it, but I don't see anything. It's hard to. I didn't have my mind in the right place, so it was a very thoughtful question.
Filbert.
Right. I'm going to kind of bring out from underneath that scarecrow dummy and take a shot at that thing flying up above me.
Okay.
That's another crit.
Jesus.
Yeah.
35, 46, 56, 58 points of force damage.
Jesus Christ.
What?
56,
David-
right?
And by me.
I think it was 56, right? 35, 46, 56, 58.
All right. As your arrow strikes into it from below, he just arches his back and bellows his pain. For the first time you hear in the creature. Not just the anger and mockery that you have been hearing up until this point.
Cool.
So
And 15 feet into the house. This way. One more. Come on. And then another bonus action hide up against the wall next to the door there.
Cool. Roll it up.
Because that's how Filbert does things.
That's how he rolls. Brum-bum.
Yep. 16 on the stealth.
Okay. All right, Thea.
Okay. Ramming.
He's up 30 feet.
So. It goes up to 60. So. It's
Oh,
on
I'm
his
sorry.
head.
What did you? I just heard the ramming part. I'm sorry. Oh, you got your. Yeah. Okay.
That's what I always say when I'm going to do Flaming Sphere.
It is. I just didn't. It broke up, and I only heard the. I'm gonna ram him.
That's what I heard on my end too. Yeah.
I should have realized. You're absolutely right. All right.
This isn't working. I can't do like the long click. It's just not working for me. So, not on the building. It will be down here by the bottom left him.
Over here.
To not set fire to the house.
Well, okay. Yeah. He's even above the top of the roof.
Yeah.
okay.
So, the top of the roof is maybe 22, 23 feet. He's a good 30 feet up. He's way up right now. But this ball of burning flame materializes next to him, and you slam it into him. And he needs to make a dex save. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Nope.
fails.
7.
So he takes another 7 points of fire damage. And
Feeling toast.
he does not look happy about it. Okay, Ashala.
All right. Again.
You've seen some carnage.
Yeah, for real.
All right. How is this guy looking?
He looks seared. He looks now burned, and he looks like he's kind of hunched over from where he took that force arrow into his torso, and he's almost favoring it. But as he's flying, it's hard to really get a really good beat on it. But you've seen him take some serious punishment.
All right, then I'm going to attack him. Hopefully it hits so I can finally get that necrotic damage off on him. Range.
Yeah, that hits.
I get a 1d6, I believe. For the
You do?
necrotic.
For Hex, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Of
go.
course. All right. So your blast hits him in the upper shoulder, and you can actually then see this blackening kind of decay formulate around where it hit. Your second one, though, you're so excited by that first one finally hitting, you kind of let out a and kind of get cocky with the second shot. And it misses by a substantial amount. Actually flying into the ball of burning energy that's up there. It's like kind of like, when you're teeing off, try not to hit in the water. You always hit it in the water.
And then she's gonna go back here, so hopefully he will not target her. And kind of like hide and peek out behind the wall.
All right.
It's my turn.
The wolf moves up. First, I gotta do this. Woohoo! And he breathes out at you again. He doesn't know that you're resistant to this shit. So make a dex saving throw, if you would, please.
Rolling good, John.
Come on, Kaz.
Yeah.
All right, you make it. So you take half of the half,
Nothing.
which is.
Quarter.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you for
It
that.
is.
Welcome.
8. That was 4.
4 points of cold damage. But it uses its movement to kind of move around you.
Okay.
But staying within melee. And that brings up you, Kaz.
He's gonna get some wacky wackies.
Yeah, no shit. I think even the wolf knew it.
16 hit.
Yeah, I'm 99% sure. Yes, it does. Just, actually. Oh, no. Significant. Yeah, clearly hit. Sorry.
Yeah. So 7 plus 2, so 9 points of damage.
Yep.
And then swing again.
Yep.
That should hit. Another 13 points of damage.
Come on.
And is it still up after that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
fine. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and action surge. And hit again.
Is that a crit for you?
No, it's not.
You have to hit 20?
Yeah,
That sucks.
there's no 19 to 20. Unless, I think there's like
A great weapon wielder.
And
Yeah.
champion fighters.
yeah, there's only 2 things that can do it. Yeah. So another 10 points of damage.
Let's go.
And that should hit. Another 5 points of damage.
While it is still moving and up, you have just laid an axe whooping on it. A flurry of movement with this huge headed axe, slicing back and forth, slicing into it, blood flying everywhere. Its once pristine white fur is now slashed with crimson in 5 or 6 different parts, as it's dripping puddles down into the snow below it. It lowers its head, but it still hackles are up, and it is still growling. You see hatred in its eyes for those who killed its mate.
And then, would I be able to shift around the side of him onto the ledge, like this rise, and still be able to hit him, or do I have to?
Well, you'd have to climb. It's blocked you from the stairs, so you would have to go onto the ice. You'd have to do an athletics check. You would have double movement, or half the movement, excuse me, and then you'd have to either drop your axe or
hold on,
something to climb.
Okay. If I was to move, I'm just gonna move myself so that way you can tell me. If I was to shift to there on the ice, does that put this satyr-looking guy within 30 feet of me?
No, he's 30 feet up in the air from his exact spot.
So I'm not gonna. I won't move.
And you're now. Then you actually from you, he's 40 feet up because you're 10 feet down from that that level.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I got the whole hypotenuse.
I got you.
So that I can calculate if you guys were actually doing those distance things. All right. It is his turn. So he
Fucker. Hey, Flaming Spear, does that have anything if he starts his turn near it, or no, Thea?
You have to end it.
Has to end it, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But that's okay, because I can continue and ram it into it.
Yeah, you can just follow him around, exactly.
Yeah. That's where I got the joke. It's from Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Mm-hmm. What joke did you say? I'm sorry?
I always go, I'm gonna ram him!
Got it.
You know, where
Yeah,
like,
I remember. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. Underrated Christopher Lloyd for sure.
Great
Love Christopher
movie.
Lloyd. Don't tell me you're from the Coast Guard and you're collecting donations. No, Doc. You know what this means? It means this damn thing doesn't work.
All right. So you can see him kind of make a motion and with his hand, and he disappears from sight.
Boo.
Oh, come on.
Damn.
Damn.
All right, Brendan.
Would really like to just murderize this dude. Don't have a lot to do when I can't see him, and he just happened to go invisible right before I can see him. Now,
He take phantasmal force damage on his turn.
Ooh,
Yeah.
he did okay. So do I see him be appearing and then disappear? So like I watch him blip out of existence basically? Mm-hmm. Okay. So if I know the last place he was, I'm going to shoot a fireball at that place.
Okay. Go ahead and roll at disadvantage.
Right, I would assume.
Can I say something real quick?
And you're aiming.
The last place that
Last
he
place he
appeared.
was, yeah. Right, where
Yeah.
you got a big giant flaming sphere there, kind of marking the spot. So.
Mm-hmm. I will also want to. Can I just say for the record, I'm aiming the firebolt in such a way as to arc away from the house.
Okay. So noted.
Nice.
Really
Now
feel like
that,
it has to be said.
that fireball, flaming thing up there, right there. By the way, that is also currently 30 feet up in the air.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
just so you know.
Also, I just wanted to mention, Mick,
Mm-hmm.
that there should be 20 feet of bright light around that fireball.
I rolled a 10 with disadvantage, so probably nothing with the fireball.
It streaks through the air without seemingly to make any kind of contact with anything.
Brats. That's my action, and that'll be my turn.
Thanks, Dad. That's fixed now.
Thank you. Just for any advantage, disadvantage type
Right.
situations.
Mm-hmm. Man, you guys haven't even taken any fucking damage.
Cass has.
Hey, I'm working with 10 hit points here, okay?
Yeah, but she knows that you can't. She knows already that you can't heal. You already told her.
Who?
You had mentioned that you can't get healed,
Yeah.
so she knows that. Is what I'm saying.
Who's she? The
so-
the turtle lady?
Winzira.
Oh, in zero.
Whose turn
Okay,
it is
okay.
right now.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that what I was saying in order to heal me. I understand that for sure.
Feel better, Cass.
Nice.
Sweet. Thanks, little one.
And then she'll just hide again.
Thanks,
Wow.
shit.
While she stubs her
extra.
toe and starts cursing again.
Extra noisy tonight.
She is extra noisy tonight. All right. Filbert.
Alright, so I'm gonna pop out 5 feet.
Oh, and as her bonus action, she tells this one. Oh no, she hit. Never mind.
So I pop out 5 feet. I do not see that thing anywhere. Do I see what's going on here by Kaz because of the stairs? Am I able to see?
You can definitely see the wolf down.
Okay.
I mean, it's a large. It's the size of a horse, small horse.
Okay.
I mean, you've seen these before. These were exactly
Yeah.
like the ones that you spoke with.
I move up another 5 feet, and I'm going to take a shot at the wolf. It was stealth. It wasn't too great.
What was your
16. 16.
It's a-
You have advantage.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, you would have had sneak attack anyway, but yeah, you have advantage on it. Passive perception's 15.
24 to hit,
Yep, hits.
and that will be 27 force damage altogether.
And how do you want to do that one? Oh, Grim Reaper.
Real.
Go for rib cage on this one. Say as they're kind of tussling around down there, if I get a broadside shot on it,
Yep.
just cave in the side of his rib cage.
It does so, and as it does so, it coughs this gout of blood, narrowly missing, getting all over the front of Kaz. As it's almost like a bladder being squished, and this shot of blood goes flying out of its mouth.
Oh, that's great. I'll shout out not to damage the hide. Then I jump back into the house. Then bonus action hide
Dude,
again.
he sliced the shit out of that hide, man.
There's the merchandise. Blips out of existence.
I mean, the other one's gonna have a nice hide, but this one's already.
No, the other one's all singy.
Oh, burnt.
The leather will be good. It's fine.
All right, Thea.
Well, I don't know what to do because I don't know where he is, unless I could just happen to perceive where he is.
You don't actually.
Okay.
I have an idea on my turn. Throw a snowball at him. See if it hits. Because a firebolt would work just the same and do 2d10 damage instead of nothing, so I guess I might as well try with that in my turn. Just spitball in here. Maybe he's, vulnerable to snowballs.
Maybe.
Like all those demons.
I just like to move my fireball there, and maybe right here. And then I'm just gonna hold my action if I see him. I do need to mention that I have an early morning meeting tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
I didn't even notice the time, to be honest.
We can go to the top of the order and stop if you guys want.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that makes sense.
So I'm going to peek my head out around this corner and see that he is not there. So, and I can't perceive him or anything, right? Probably not.
No. You're
Yeah.
not getting any sense of him whatsoever.
I will hold Eldritch Blast, hold my action until he appears, or again another threat in the area appears.
Okay.
Right. That's my turn. Right there.
Okay. The wolf is dead. Kaz. The corpse of a winter wolf. Too enraged even to taunt you. Before he was executed by a surly halfling.
I will move up to here. If I can get it to actually do it. There we go. And I guess I'll just hold my action for something to hit.
Okay. Damn, Kayla, that's a big cat.
Been meowing outside my door for like the past 30 minutes.
All right. So. me see. Oh, okay. There it is. I'm doing something, guys. Hang on.
All good.
Let's just do it this way. Everyone give me a perception roll real quick.
Okay.
Sure.
Wow. 12. Roll 20 like ripped me off.
No, you get.
Great.
I'll say that you still got your 18.
I crit.
I see that.
2 seconds.
I got
Inside.
7. I got 7.
Wow, that's great.
Okay.
Really killing it tonight.
Can I just start rolling physical die?
Yeah, and then you're just gonna say, "Oh, it's cocked. It's cocked." Fuck you, Marcia.
No, I even.
Okay,
Dice
so
roll high.
both Thea and Brendan, you hear low and deep, you hear this voice say, "I've seen your talent, little one. Heal your friend as best you can." And then, Filbert, you hear this as well as the other two at the same time. "Oh, sure. You're awesome. Feel better." And you hear this chord dring from around the back of the building.
Oh, shit.
As Winzira casts Healing Word at her highest level.
Damn.
Which is a cantrip.
Pretty much. But, oh! 4s on all the die. Look at that. So,
No way.
12.
Plus 3? Plus 4?
That's right. It's Healing Word.
Because yeah, I don't know if it's plus 2 or not.
Be her charisma modifier.
1d4 plus 4. The second 1d4 for each level. So 4s on all the die plus her mod, so it's 4, so 24 hit points.
Wait, what?
She casted at 3rd level.
Yeah, so 3d4.
3d4.
No, it's 2d4 right at level 1.
Yeah.
So then it
Healing
would be
word?
No.
Yeah.
Equals to 1d4 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Okay.
When you cast a spell using a spell slot of 2nd level or higher, the healing increases by 1d4 for each slot above 1st. Okay, so no. It's 8 plus 8, so it's only 16.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
like, she has a plus 8 charisma.
No. I forgot. It doesn't add to the higher ups. It's just the first one. My bad.
It's all good.
I'm juggling.
I mean,
shit
I
right
know
now.
she has some magic items, but I was like, is she pushing a plus 8 in charisma now?
Yeah.
No, she is not. All right. All right. So hearing the sound of Winzira's lute and words "feel better," and you slowly start to hear it, and that's where we'll leave it. We'll end it there.
Awesome.
There's a
Alright.
little bit
Cool.
of a cliffhanger.
Cool. That honestly went again better than I had anticipated. So.
All right. Well, all the cards are in the dock. So When Zira can check, or Rebecca can check that out, see what her character's up to.
Sweet.
I gotta make sure I mark those off on her.
Next week, I'll try to keep up with my average of 46.7 points of damage every
Oh,
turn.
right?
Yeah, what the hell was that?
Insanity.
David's the anti-me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my busted spell book is out of juice now, so I can't do it anymore to this day. You have to recharge at night.
We, when we have the time, say,
Well, there's the. I didn't realize you were a warlock, but we have an amulet that we should know what it does because my wizard, I cast Identify on it, but all I got was a very vague thing as to what it does.
it was a warlock amulet.
That basically it's a warlock amulet.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, I definitely snag that.
I'm pretty sure I told you what it did. Hang on.
Nope. You just.
No,
you
I
just
think we did. We just couldn't use it though because we didn't have a warlock.
This is what it says.
I
Dark Shard Amulet is transmutation made from a material from other plane and other planar energy used to influence arcane warlock amulet.
that was I pretty much put down everything that you told me after I cast Identify, and that's all I ever
sounds
had.
more like what I would. All right, that's my bad. That's what I would have told you with a high Arcana check
Yeah.
or Detect Magic, not an Identify.
Yeah. Well, I probably should have said something then.
Oh, we got it. It's in the if you go to the journal on the side.
Yeah, I put the actual magic item
Dark.
is in your journal.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you just have to drag that across onto your character sheet to whoever wants it.
Definitely remember reading about it.
There you go.
So you have a chance to cast cantrips that you don't know while wearing it.
Well,
Yeah.
you can copy and paste that into there.
Well, I mean, she should be able to see it. I think.
Should be. In your
Yeah.
journal, can you see that?
So, like after this battle, we can like be like, oh, you look like you might be able to use this.
Yeah. Hey, wait a minute. You're casting Eldritch Blast? Here, use this thing.
Exactly.
Well, I just copied
I'll,
that
I'll
into
tell you all about the great old one. So me and I can't pronounce your name. I'm sorry. It's beginning with a TH.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
it's not
Me and
just
Faye
me.
can fight about it.
Yeah. So it's in the Purdy loot now with the full description. So. All right, guys. I gotta go to bed.
All right, man.
Okay.
I'm here.
Great game.